everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life. I'm not sure how long this setup is gonna work, but I've got Cloudlet here with me. Can you sit? Good boy. Good boy. We'll see how long it works. I've got some training treats. I'm gonna tilt this a little bit. Okay. This is gonna be his 12-week update, which is wild. He's actually 13 weeks now, and he was 27 pounds this last weekend. Oh, he didn't get it, buddy. There you go. Get it. He's still working on eating. Like the most basic things, but yeah, sit down. Sit, good boy. Good. We're working on some training things, and he's all around just like really sweet, a really good boy. I'm looking at him in the thing. He's a good boy. Yeah, want this one? Okay, that's all I got. That's it. He tends to choke on them. He tends to like hack them up. All sorts of things, and he's a little bit on the wild side right now, so I don't know if he's gonna sit with me and stay calm or not. If he's gonna be too crazy, I'll stick him back up. We've got a little area kenneled off. He does like to sit on people, which you can see he's just sitting on me. I know, you're hyper. You're hyper. All right, so yep, there goes one. So Cloudlet is now 13 weeks old. You can see he's massive. He was almost 20. He was 27 pounds at 13 weeks, even at 12 weeks. I've got his stats pulled up. Let's see what your stats say. At 12 weeks, he was 24 pounds even, which to me is just mind blowing. We did have Huskies, and one of them ended up being about 65 pounds, and he's gonna be bigger than that. Okay, kisses, kisses, yeah, kisses. So he's just wild. He still has the puppy nipping, especially right now, like with me talking and holding him. He's gonna be a little bit crazy, but overall he's really good. We've had 2 sessions with the trainer so far, and that's been working out really nicely. They recommended a few different toys and things, so we have a few things for him that they recommended that are really, really nice. I'll link them down below. One of them is, look at me. One of them is a tether toy. It looks like a giant cat toy on a string, and it's a dog toy, and he loves it. He chases it around, and what's fun about it is the girls can use it with him, and they don't have their hands so close to his mouth, so if he gets nippy or anything, he's not going to nip at them at all. He's stuck to the string, and they're holding the other end of the big giant tether thing. It looks kind of like a fishing rod, and it's been really, really fun. You can't even see him right now. He's just laying in my lap, but it's been really, really fun. We also ended up with some long stuffing free toys that he's really, really enjoyed, and he's just been a really good dog. Like, I'm shocked how good. We've had other dogs, you guys know, we've had lots of dogs in the past. He is by far the best behaved one. Obviously not so well right now. He's kind of nippy, but he's been less nippy overall. He's been really good with the girls. He's pretty good at listening. I'm really trying to work on making him sit. That's my main thing, is like when he gets hyper or when the girls are around, I try to get him to sit. And right now I'm moving my hands and he's like trying to nip at everything and trying to lick my shirt, which is disturbing. But he's overall a really, really good boy. Stop that. I'm saying that as he's being naughty. But he's overall really good. I ended up having to upgrade his collar. He's in a large collar now, which is shocking. He's just so big. I'm just shocked. And I do have like weekly photos that I take with him every week. And it's just a crazy how much he's grown in the month that we've had him. Now 5 weeks, but as of 12-week mark, we'd had him a month. And it's just insane how much he's grown, how much he's learned. He's done so much better about night sleep. He's pretty much night sleep trained at all. He'll whine maybe a little bit while we're still kind of getting ready, but once the light goes out and once he's in his crate, he's perfectly fine. Now he's like scratching himself. But other than that, like the main problem we have is just puppy nipping. He's not entirely potty trained. Like I would not trust him on the carpeted areas. Oh, he's flopping. Okay. I wouldn't trust him on the carpeted areas just yet. He goes in for like very short bursts, but other than that, he's just in this main area. We've got a gate blocking off the hallway, so he has the open concept area for the most part. And then when he's taking a nap or when I need him contained, I put him in the little playpen area. So we actually have 2 of these gates, and one of them was from when Olivia was a little baby, and we've kept it this whole time. We used it for Stella, and now we're using it for Cloudlet. And then we just ended up buying another one because we needed one in the hallway. I was getting sick of having to redo this one. I would put it in the hallway and then put it back and put it in the hallway, put it back, and it's really heavy. It's a big giant metal heavy thing, and it's just too much to move back and forth lots of times a day. So we have that, and then we have a crate for him at night. And then I ended up getting a crate for him that goes in the scrapbook room, which if I'm in the scrapbook room in the morning, so in the morning if I'm in the scrapbook area, he's in there with me. And he does pretty good in that crate as well. And also we do have cleaning ladies that come. When they come, I break this whole area down. He goes in the scrapbook room with me. That's typically what happens, and he's just playing. And look at this paw. That is a massive paw. He's gonna be a big giant boy. It's so crazy how much he's grown in this short of time. He's kicking me, like playing. He's so playful right now, but he goes through these moods where he's super playful and super calm, and he is such a goofy, like super clumsy puppy still, which has been really fun. Even though he's huge, he'll like fall over his own feet, just like a little cute puppy. And he's just been really good. I'm shocked how well it's gone, even with the two girls. I think there was like 1 week, like the second or third week we had him, where I was feeling really sick and I was getting really just overwhelmed with the puppy chaos. And I'm like, what did we do? Like, what did we do? I feel like we need to return him. Like, this was just such a bad mistake. And then just maybe a day or two later, something switched where he was way less crazy too. He started to like understand some of the things we've talked about, like the sitting and things like that. And something switched with me too, where I got a better attitude about it. And I'm like, okay, you know, he's a puppy. It's no big deal. We'll learn. But the puppy nipping is a problem. Sit, sit, sit. Good boy. He does know how to sit. Shake. And knows how to shake. High five. Cloudlet, high five. Good boy. Down. Down. Okay, good. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. He's also learning place, like the place that you want him to stay and stay out of the way. Like it'll be like a dog bed or something where you want them to stay and calm down. You can see right now he's just hyper giant furry beast. You can see how much hair he has. He's super fluffy. He's super playful. He's just big. Well, that's one of the things that's most shocking to me, is just how big he is already. He's 13 weeks and he's like way bigger than Emma and Maya at this point. Just massive. So I don't know how big he's gonna really end up being. Being a good boy? You be a good boy? Yes. Good boy. He's just gonna be really big. I mean, like, he's licking me. I like when he licks, not so much when he puppy nips. Yeah. Good boy. High five. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. He knows this couple of tricks. We're working on engagement. Like he knows the word YES and he knows the word GOOD, and those are our two like words that we're working on right now. So there's a set of 3 of these, and they have 3 squeakers in them, and they're great for tug-of-war. This is one of his favorite games, and that's pretty much it. Like sleeping through the night pretty consistently now. Goes out in regular intervals. He will actually go to the door and whimper a little bit, so we know he needs to go out. But otherwise, like if he's busy playing or something, he'll just go on, like if there's a towel out or a blanket out, he'll just rush to the towel and go on it. So he's not completely potty trained yet, but he knows how to hold it, and he knows sometimes how to ask to go out. We're like, look how big he is. He's so big. He's my big fluffy baby. Get your toy. And this is one of his things, like he'll take his toy and he'll want to sit on you, like in your lap. And he doesn't quite fit anymore. He's so big. But he just tries and tries to like fit in my lap different ways. I know you want to. You're just so big. You're just too big. But he wants like me to hold his toy. Play with it. Okay, okay. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much our whole day. It's like going back and forth, outside, inside, playing, feeding, not playing, going potty a billion times. That's our entire day. I really want him to learn how to fetch. He's not quite there yet, but that's one of the things we're going to work on with the trainer. We have 7 sessions overall, and we can get more if we need to, but like the basic puppy training sessions are 7, and they come to us, which is awesome. So far we've had 2, and then we've got another one this week. Go get it. like, no, I'd rather get this fuzz on the ground. But overall, it's been really, really fun. Like I said, I had those couple early days where I'm like, what have we done? This is too much. I don't know what we were thinking with 2 kids. Don't mess with that cord. And it really is like having a baby. It's like so much like having a baby, except this bites more than a baby does. He does have to get brushed a lot. I have 2 brushes. I'll link 2 brushes down below. They're the brushes we use for him and they work really well, but we have to brush him a lot. You know, he's a dog that gets groomed and cut because he's not a shedding dog, which is great. There have been a few times we've gotten a little bit of hair off in the brush, but that's pretty much it. Kisses. Okay, he went way off the rails. I had to play with him for a little while. Now he is hopefully going to take a rest, and now I can finish up this video. The beginning part of this was pure chaos, so I want to talk really quick about how night sleep has gone. He used to wake me up 1 to 2 times a night, and then it got to a point where he wasn't waking me up every night. It was just like every 2nd night or every 3rd night. And then it got to a point where he hasn't been waking me up as far as like needing to go potty, but I would hear him moving in the crate, and it is metal. It's one of those metal ones with the plastic bottom. And every time he would adjust himself, just like turn around or move a different way or push out a leg or whatever, it was waking me up. And it got to the point where I was waking up all night long because of just the noises of him moving around. So we finally just moved him out of the bedroom. It's just been the last couple of nights where he has been actually in our master closet. So we have the crate in the master closet so I can hear him if he whines, but he's not right next to the bed where he was keeping me up all night, or it felt like keeping me up all night. He just was waking me up multiple times in the night, and that is working so much better. He will whine a little bit at the beginning. Johnny will be getting ready for bed in the bathroom, like making a little bit of noise. He does not like our electric toothbrushes. We both have Sonicare, so anytime either one of us use the Sonicare, he will whimper because he doesn't like it at all. But I generally will get ready before Johnny does and lay in the bed and read for a few minutes while Johnny gets ready and while the puppy starts settling down in the crate. But pretty much the whole time somebody's in the bathroom, he will whimper, and then he will settle down like as soon as the lights go out, as soon as people get in the bed, he's totally fine and he'll be fine all night. I get him up as soon as the alarm goes off. I set my alarm for 6:50 when I'm not getting up earlier than that, and that's been lately. I think I got food poisoning because nobody else got sick, but I had all of like the stomach bug food poisoning type of issues, so I was pretty sick, and so I have not been waking up early at the 5 a.m. at all like this whole last week. And otherwise he's been getting up at 5 with me. I'll let him out, give him some water, play with him a little bit, and then he takes a really quick early nap, and I'm able to get in some exercise or do some scrapbooking and planning and that type of thing in my scrapbook room. But otherwise he's been sleeping till this same time, 6:50. That's when we start getting up for the day, get Livy ready for school, and he is great. And on the weekends I don't set any alarm. He wakes me up at 6:50. Like, he has that internal clock ready to go. It's been interesting to see, like, within a couple of minutes, so it'll be like 6:45 or 6:55, you know, within that couple of minutes range, around 6:50, and he's up, he's ready, he wants to eat, he's ready to go play a little bit. And our morning routine is probably our best part of our routine. If we do the 5 a.m. morning, it's me getting him up, playing with him a little bit, letting him go potty, giving him some water, and then I stick him in the crate in the scrapbook room until the 6:50 alarm goes off, and then that's when like a really solid good morning routine comes in. We're all getting ready for the day. Livy goes to school shortly after that, so she ends up feeding him, playing with him a little bit, sticking him outside for a second time, and then we put him away, and he takes his first like big nap for that part. And that's perfect because he's up and about when we're all getting ready. And then once Livy goes to school, that's my like quiet planning meditation time that I get to enjoy the quiet before Stella wakes up. And once Stella's up, then we're, you know, hyped up for the day. He plays a lot more. We go outside and play with him. And it's a really, really nice routine so far. I think that's the best part of our day as far as like how the routine works. And then after that, it's kind of up in the air. It depends on what activities we have going on, what's going on in the house, what the weather's like, how much time we get outside and we play outside. And the rest of the day is kind of up in the air until it's around bedtime. We'll start settling down around 10, give or take a little bit, and then we go into, both of us get ready for bed, and we get him lights out hopefully by 11, and that's the plan. So I feel like overall it's worked out really well. It's just the middle part of the day and the potty training we're still working on. And we're still working on the puppy nipping. You know, when he plays, that's what he wants to do, and we're supposed to redirect, like give him a toy, and it just gets really exhausting having to you know, redirect and correct so many times because he's just a puppy. You know, he's 13 weeks old. He's basically a newborn, but he's a almost 30-pound newborn. So it's rough. That part's rough. When he gets you really good with those puppy teeth, it hurts. And he plays way rougher with Johnny than with anybody else because Johnny will roughhouse with him a lot, but he gets kind of rough with me sometimes too. Thankfully, he's not rough with the girls at all, and we correct him really fast. When he starts nipping at them, we correct him. So I think he's done really, really good with that, considering, you know, they're small people and that's what he wants to go for. And he does hurt us. He is part sheepdog, so he does try to hurt us, and that's been really funny to watch him trying to herd the girls. But we really try to nip that kind of behavior in the bud because he's gonna be huge. You know, he's gonna way outweigh the girls. We just have to be really careful with that. Also, he loves Stella's frilly dresses, and she's always wearing all these like dress up frilly Elsa outfits, and he wants those outfits. He goes for the ribbons and the fluffs and frills and things, so we have to be really just right on top of him. He's on a leash a lot of the time if she's in one of those frilly outfits, and he's gotten so much better over the weeks. He's gotten so much better about not going straight for her frilly outfit. He'll just walk beside her with a toy in his mouth, which has been great when he does that. Then we know his mouth's not going to go for those frilly parts, but that's been the hardest part. It's like having a puppy that's totally wild. You know, he doesn't know anything, he doesn't know the rules, he doesn't have any impulse control because he's a baby, and having him with my little girls is daunting when he's so big. So we're really, you know, working really good with the trainer. We're following all the little protocols with the trainer and trying to make him into a really, really good puppy. And so far he's really receptive. He's not aggressive at all. Actually, he's kind of a wimp. So he's not going to be a really good guard dog. As far as I can see, he's not going to be a great guard dog. He's just very nervous about certain things, but overall he's super sweet, and he's gone to the vet now a few times. When we walked into the vet the last time, two of the receptionists and vet techs walked out and they're like, "Cloudlet, you are so big. We can't believe how big you've gotten." And I was like, I've never met either one of you. Like, I know you guys have been petting my dog and playing with my dog when we're here. And yeah, everybody at the office knows him, is like in love with him. They all think he's super cute. He's like the most little photogenic, patchy-eyed puppy, and it's super duper cute. He's just super cute. I don't know what it is about him, but he just has this like perfect puppy dog look to him, and it's just been fun to see other people react to him. They're like, he doesn't even look real, he just looks like a stuffed animal, because that's just the look he has, and I just love it. I think he's super duper cute, and he's getting really fluffy. And I've told Johnny, I'm like, I don't care if he's a boy, I don't care if he's a girl, I am totally pulling up his hair, and he's gonna have a little hair bow in his hair. And Johnny's like, how are you gonna do this to our dog? Like, he's gonna do it. He's just gonna be so fluffy, and I just can't wait to have a little ponytail on the top of his head with a little bow. I'm totally doing it to him. Like, overall it's been really good. Just a couple of little behavioral things we're still working on because he's just a puppy, but otherwise he's great. He's eating great, he loves treats, he's very food motivated, so that's been helping when it's training time. He gets a lot of treats because of all the training that we're doing, but he's learning so good. He's really, really smart. So here's like one example of him being super duper smart, and he's shown us in other ways too. We just know overall he's just really smart. So Johnny was running around the island with him, and it took Johnny like 2 loops around the island before Cloudlet stopped and went the other way. He's like, oh, he's coming around this way. And he almost got Johnny. Johnny didn't realize he had stopped and gone the other way. So he knows now to like look across or wait and go the opposite way. And I was shocked, like shocked how quick. It took him like 2 loops around, and he's like, I got this. It was really funny to see how quickly he can think about things like that. And he's just smart, you know? 1 week into having him, we had him, it was almost his 1 week anniversary being home. He figured out the latch on that little kenneled off space, so now I have to lock it. Then like a day later, he ended up being able to push it away from the wall and get around it on the other side of the wall. So he's smart, he's clever. He may be an escape artist at some point. He's not right now because he's so little, but we're gonna have to really be careful because he's very, very smart. And I think the training and stuff is gonna keep his wheels spinning and keep him engaged enough that he's not gonna be destructive, because so far he's not been destructive. But that's gonna be something like with the Huskies. The Huskies were super destructive if we didn't keep them entertained. You know, if they didn't have enough stuff to stimulate them, they would be destructive. We lost couches, we lost rugs, parts of carpets, like hardcore destructive. So we got to be careful with him too. We're gonna have to make sure he's stimulated and engaged with everything so he doesn't get that way too. But really, that's all there is to say about Cloudlet. He's super duper sweet. He's such a love bug. He loves sitting in people's lap, and even if like we're on the couch and he's laying on the floor, he wants to lay to where he's touching your foot. He wants to be touching somebody, and he's so cute, and he really tries to climb in my lap. I've got photo spreads of me like snapping photos above of him trying to curl up in my lap in all these different ways, and he's done that since he was really tiny, and that's one of my favorite things. He just loves to like try to climb in my whole lap, and he's like has his head way up here because he doesn't fit, and I just can't wait to see how it goes. And we've been taking weekly photos. That's one thing I was trying to say when he was like driving me crazy trying to knit me and stuff, but we take weekly photos. It's been crazy how much he's grown. I love seeing the progress, and right now he's gonna be about 30 pounds, probably the next time he will be, but I'm holding him and he's getting taller and taller and like blocking my face a little bit, how he is. So it's gonna be interesting to see how long I can hold him for these photos. I can't wait to see how he progresses over time, but that's one of my favorite things we've done is just every week we weigh him and we take the photos, and we get to see how much he's changed in just 1 week. It's just incredible how fast puppies grow. It's been really fun watching him. So I think that's it for his 12-week update. If you have questions, let me know. I'll probably film another one of these next month, and then we'll have like monthly Cloudlet updates. So far, we're just working on training, puppy behaviors, potty training, all the things. It's been pretty fun overall. So I hope you guys are well. Thumbs up, subscribe. I do have a Cloudlet playlist down below for you guys you can check out if you want to see more updates about him. And that's it. So I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you next time. Bye.